Hi guys, and welcome back to DIY Ideas, and welcome to a new wool experiment. So I will try to do more hand knitting. I have extra large wool. This is maybe meant for like 20-25 size hooks. Maybe you've seen these already on the channel. And I have it here in like this big open, I can't even call it a ball of yarn. Whatever this is. And okay, so they're kind of just held together here by these strings, so I'm going to open them and then roll them up, and then I can actually start working with them. I'm going to try to start a blanket here, a hand knitted blanket. Let's see. So this yarn is just super thick, it's very wide. For maybe the size 25 crocheting hook. Let's see if this is the beginning or if this is just a piece that is knotted together. I'm going to open this knot here, and then let's have a look. Okay, now it's open, and this is still connected to the yarn, so that means it's the beginning. I'm going to like roll it up just to show you guys how thick it is. And this is my biggest crocheting hook. It's a size 25. And with that, this is working relatively well. You can see here what the stitches are like, the size. Also really nice, but I actually want to knit, so the crocheting hook can be put aside, and let's see what I can do with this ball of yarn. Let's see, I'm just going to roll this up, and I'll see you when it's done. Okay, so here's my big ball of yarn. You can see it's now nicely round up. It's about 200 grams wool, or polyacrylic actually. And now let's get started with some chain stitch. I mean, I was gonna call it chain stitches. But I am not actually using my crocheting hook here, but I'm just using my fingers. I'm going to pull the thread through here like this. And we'll try to do this as evenly as possible. Okay, I think that one was a little big. I'll pull it a little tighter. I'm mostly working here with my ring finger and middle finger. And here I'm going to leave this loop here open. And then I go back here into the stitch before and pull through more loops. It's the technique here is kind of like with a loop wool, but here we have obviously no loops. And I'm pulling the single loops up, but I really do have to pay attention that I am pulling on the working thread, and that I'm not pulling on the working thread, and don't pull out the loops, because that can happen quite quickly. If you have nothing, you know, basically holding onto the loops. And yeah, because we're just pulling it with our fingers. And I have to say, this is actually working quite well. It's probably a good idea to just pull this down flat like this. Just so we don't have quite as much movement in the yarn, in the wool. And pull more. Okay. I kind of just did this, you know, guided by my experience, my feeling, what I think felt right. And then the last one here wasn't quite right for size-wise, but I think now it's good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have 9 stitches here. And then I will continue doing the same thing basically. So I went from the right to the left, and so now, just like in the loop wool, I am just going to pull the next loops through. Okay, just like this. So basically this is just like knitting, but without needles and with open loops. Okay, and it's working well. And as soon as you pull on this thread, it obviously pulls out the loops. So I have to pull out a little more, so just make sure that you hold on to the loop, the most recent loop, so that you don't pull it out. It's very similar to like a crocheting hook. As soon as you take them out of the work and then you pull on the thread, you know, the loops or the stitches come loose. And obviously we do not want that. Okay, then here, this last one. And then this row is done as well. Okay, not bad. And let's continue here from right to left. You can see the little stabilizers that we had from, you know, how the ball of yarn was tied. And here we continue. We had the effect here that we were pulling it out by accident. Here I have to pull a little more because the one on the side here was getting relatively small. Okay, so now that I've worked from right, or that I am working from right to left, that I'm pulling out the loops. That I'm accidentally, you know, pulling on the working thread. I am actually not pulling the working thread, but I'm pulling on the work itself. So I have to be a little more careful here. Okay. Here we're on number 8. This got a little big here. You can kind of, you know, tweak it a little bit after it's done also. And then here we are at the last one. Okay, and great. I'm going to continue this a little more and give you an update in a little while. And then obviously also going to show you how to finish it off. All right, so this is my update for you. And yeah, this actually worked really, really well, I think. The border here at the bottom is a little loose, but it's not curling, so that's good. Here I have a mistake a little bit. You just have to make sure that you don't do this unless you do want to have this effect, obviously, then it's fine. But if you're doing it mostly in one way and you don't want it to look different, then obviously make sure that you don't use the loop twisted. Okay, so here with the finger knitting or hand knitting, I saw a great trick, or just actually tried it out. So if I have my finger in here, then obviously you can't actually pull it out. So I can save or secure this with just having a finger inside of it. And so I always just have a finger inside the previous one, and then with that I can take my other hand and pull the next thread, and it just seems to be a little more stable with that. Because the other ones don't really have any pressure on them or any pull on them, and so just with one additional finger in one of these loops, you can be pretty safe. Yeah, you can stabilize one side and then work with the other. Okay, here again, stabilize and pull. And then here we are almost at the end again. Okay, stabilize this one, pull this one through, and then we are at the end. Okay, then the question here is obviously, how do you finish a row like this or a project like this? So this is what it looks like now. You could make a nice like pillow out of it or something. And this is the opposite side. So here we have left stitches and these are the right stitches. Yeah, just super simple, really. And so how do I do it to finish off the last row? So we go on the side where we don't have the working thread. We have it on the right currently, so we will go on the left side. We will take the most outer loop and we will pull it through, we will pull the one just before through the last one. Okay, then it's secured. Then we have the next one that's open. We pull it through the last one. Okay, then the next one also, and we will just pull them through one by one. And then we have a nice finishing border here at the top. And just like that, we will continue here until we reach the last one. Okay, and then here we are at the end, and you can see the border here. This is all without any twists. We can cut off the thread here at the end and then pull it through and tie it off, and then it's actually done. You can obviously, do whatever you want to do with this, or you just do it like this as a blanket. You would obviously need a lot more thread here, a lot more material for it. This is maybe 20 by 15 centimeters. It's, approximately. And I really hope that you guys liked this experiment. If you did, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And hopefully I will see you next time back here at DIY Ideas. Bye!